The wide map play the Blacklist can bring into that dog pile with global presence, that can be really nasty to deal with.
Yeah, I think it's down to really your positioning here as the Winter Wyvern. That is the one thing with the Lina lane. It can be a little bit more passive with something like the Marcy. Marcy support feels like it needs to be level 3 to really feel effective. Even then,
Yona, he is trapped in a rock in a hard place. Charges out, they're trying to body block up. The TPs are incoming. Yona!
Oh!
He'll walk away for now. Carlo now the one in trouble. Carlo's gone. Oh, what a turnaround. Execration. I was not quite expecting.
He is actually not too far behind on Abed. A lot of the denies for Abed, but in terms of CS, 16 to 18.
Tino's going to go down. Nice pick up here by Blacklist Rivalry. Shanks making his way back down towards the bottom lane, but
it's about to charge. They'll try to teleport again up top.
then they will. Carlo is going to leave the area up towards the top lane. They go onto Yona. Yona's still surviving a little bit longer, but is gone. Blacklist Rivalry, a very, very nice kill as they'll go after CML to boot. CML still going for a bit of a run. Carlo and Tim just keeping up the vision, but they've got no charge available on Gabby, so he had mission. Will not see him jump in from CML. He does have the toss back onto Abed. There's going to be an avalanche out as well. Bob trying to get the Rolling Thunder. Meanwhile, a block there, but Abed looking to be okay for now. Getting past the tier 1 tower. Is going to be survived as Tim's. He will be the one to drop it. In comes Gabby. He's trying onto Bob. Bob going to try and swashbuckle away, but Gabby does land the stun, but there's no follow-up. Instead, they'll go after CML. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade on the supports. Not too big of a deal for either side. Execration, you could make the argument, maybe got a little bit more out of that, but at the end of the day, I think Blacklist is still pretty happy as Gabby's looking to go in, does find Bob, and Bob, he's copped the nether strike, or copped the charge, and Bob is gone. Gabby looking to back off now, will be okay as they'll get away with a 3-pang lead kill. Abed, in the meantime, trying after Tino, might have to settle for Shanks instead, and Shanks will cop the stun, but there's no real follow-up damage yet. There goes CML now TPing back in as Tino trying to go after Abed. Abed going to pop the Dragon Form, Shanks popping the Avalanche as well, but in comes Gabby again with the flash out. Does take down the Tiny. Execration is still just trying to find themselves a target. They will try onto the SP, but Gabby, he's just way too fast. He'll walk away and the tier 1 tower's been lost. It is still a Dragon Knight that they could not quite get through as Blacklist now looking to charge up Bob. Bob going to cop the charge, already puts the hand up. The nether strike is going to drag him right back. Bob, he's going to try and get away, but there's no chance. This is concerning now. This is getting very concerning for Execration.
It's not shaping up. It just feels like they have no play. Like, Tino's having to sit back and farm. They've got a nice avenue to just try and ambush onto the top lane jungle as well. And they're just free to play active.
Top lane, what they found. It's going to be Yona. You really can't afford to lose this Lina right now, but Yona is just melting to the damage of Abed. Now it's going to be your position 1 Lina going down for nothing. No rotations, no counterfight, nothing. Carlo? I mean, maybe they could find a support profit, but not even that.
No, I mean, you could, but is it really worthwhile just running the profit in exchange for pods? Well, not in particular.
He's got the blink up on Abed. He can just keep going on to CML. They'll try and put the Marcy and CML trying to run away, but the blink forward is there from Abed to make sure they finish off the killers. Gabby's looking for the next target. They'll move on to Tino. He does have the curse available. You've got to be somewhat careful to not group up. Abed's going to cop a stun here. He's been perched up to boot. He's a slow boy, but Abed's still just walking away. Still too tanky. Disruption out from Tim's to buy him more time. They're still trying to set up for the damage. In comes Gabby. He's on a Tino now, the Wyvern in trouble. That is a big target to take down Tino. Will pop the curse. It's only on 1 though. It does nothing. Nothing happens here for Execration. They do not get away with the Abed kill either. They are still grouping up Execration, trying desperately to get something for their time and trouble. They'll go on to Tim's, but Tim's even walking away now with the Pavis. They have not dealt with him yet. Carlo looking to block the way. Tim's might finally go down, but not yet. The disruption still going to save his life. Still walking. Bob will finally take him down, but at what cost? Tino is gone. Onto more they go. Abed moving onto Bob. Bob forced to just walk away. Gabby, for a charge out, has found the Pango once again, and Bob is not looking too healthy, trying to run. The blink forward is there. They'll take down 1. They might just find a second. Bob still trying to run. Gabby's got the hand up, and Abed with a triple.
Oh, God.
It's surgical, Jonathan.
He just hits that timing, gets the blink, gets active top, TP's bot, keeps going, doesn't relent in that aggression. And this is, I think for Execration, it just goes back to a lack of playmaker. Like, You've got that off lane Winter Wyvern. Sure, it can kind of deal with some of the regen, but who are you starting these fights with?
Tino again being caught out bottom lane, and then the aggression really starts. Pop, he's in. They won't notice. They do back. He does get away, but scary. It just doesn't feel like it's anywhere near enough yet to really offer what they need.
Nah, it's a start. It's more control. It's a way to initialize these fights, but
Gonna find out the hard way. The Shuttle Bait was up and Raven with the blink in. Gonna take down Tino immediately as Shanks. Gonna toss up the Alchemist, but it means nothing. Shanks is just melting to the damage. Yona does move in, but there's just no damage flying out. Now he's in danger. CML is down. Bob, they are still trying onto Raven. Raven might fall eventually, but Yona has gone first. Raven will walk away. Gabby with the hand up. Onto Bob they go. It's gonna be a full team wipe. Execration. Can they get at least Bob out?
They're diving.
I don't think they can. Gabby in slow motion going after Bob. Bob will walk away. What does it matter though? You lost 4 heroes for nothing.
yeah, it's
Gabby?
Oh.
What are you doing,
Oh.
Gabby?
Okay.
Gabby, what are you doing?
Didn't quite have enough mana to TP home, so has to go
Alright.
for the reset. Does happen. Can't really walk up for the mangoes on the fountain, unfortunately. And aside of Blacklist, again, it's just complete control starting out from them. Execration, that timing. That timing with the Glapier, it's just not enough. Like, you hold them down, sure. You get the Laguna offline. You can't kill them.
Nah. You can kill CML. CML.
Nope.
Oh, Simcliff. Raven.
Nah.
He'll just TP away. It's no problem. Even finding a nice neutral item there on the way out. Counter smoke situation. Blacklist looking for an opportunity of their own. They might move right into execration though, as they do. In fact, Gabby getting a double charge out. Has found Yona already. The Lina in pretty big trouble. Yona just melting to the damage of Arbed. Arbed still trying. They will at least call and embrace to save Yona for now. Curse is out. Arbed causing so much trouble. They've lost Gabby though. Maybe they can take down the Dragon Knight. Arbed finally goes down, but they do lose Yona in return as now Shanks dropping quite low himself. Raven's a huge problem. Can they deal with the Axe to boot? Maybe they can. Raven will pop the ulti. He'll try to survive, but he's dropping rather low. In comes the Tiny once again, but the TP is just taking forever. Raven, BKB'd up, trying to run. Bob on the chase, the blink away.
My God.
He's fine. He will make it another day. That was not a bad fight.
They've got the Manta style up on Abed, so even more tools to save you.
Yeah, Shanks does get caught out immediately. Arbed just trying to take full priority here with the man style and even looking for the body blocks on Shanks. Toss away though from Shanks, but it seems as though he should be as good as dead. Carlo will secure the kill. Raven in the meantime looking to cut them off. They found Yona. They've got the Lina controlled up. Gabby just perma bashing the Lina. As in comes Arbed now. It's just no way out for Yona. He's trying so hard to get away, but there's just no gameplay. They'll just lock him down forever. CML also getting caught by Raven. That'll be a double for the Alk. And up north they go. They want more. Gabby's found another target. It's going to be Tino. He'll try for the TP, but it's no good. It is no good. A triple kill for Raven.
That is dirty as all hell. The back-to-back bashes into the shield dash. It's
Do that into the Aegis. You know you're very, very far behind, and probably the best chance you have in this game is to wait for Blacklist to try and go for the high ground attempt.
that feels like the safest play for sure. They don't even have vision out. Like, I think that's one thing that they can take. Their wards right now are solely focused on that bot lane. They are getting some info to the slow poke prod. And Blacklist looks like they will slow to commit. They force out the Fortify. Really good use of the illusions just again scout out for the DK with the flying movement out. The angles are tougher for Blacklist.
They've got one, the Alchemist. He does have a secondary life, but Raven may lose his first life immediately, and he's gone. That is the Aegis down. In comes Gabby charging up to Yona, but now he's been trapped up. Gabby may go down as well, looking pretty darn low. He is gone. All right, that is a nice high ground defense to come here from Execration. And Blacklist, they have no choice but to retreat.
I'm really curious as to why they decided to just bounce back here.
Yeah, it looks like he's thinking about it. Stun out, they do find CML, but there is a lot of heroes around. Execration might be interested in the fight. CML's still alive. They're going to find Carlo. The Prophet being locked down. Arbed's been spotted to boot. This could be the team fight. Execration, they found one. Arbed now trapped between a rock and a hard place. They'll try to survive him, but it looks like he's good as dead. Arbed just cannot get away. He is down.
Oh, man.
And Execration really starting to fight back as Tens will at least TP away. But EXECRATION finding... This is outside of their base, so it's not quite like the last team fight we just saw. Ping's coming out towards the top lane. Seems like they have spotted out one, and it is going to be Bob again. Bob's going to try for the watcher. Does take it, but now Gabby's right behind him. They'll entangle him up. Bob could not get the rolling thunder up in time, and Bob is gone. That's a huge kill for Blacklist Rivalry, and so Bob just always at this top lane.
A really good smoke out there from the side of Blacklist as well to kind of get that ambush position in on the high ground. Blacklist best bet is something that you mentioned well. They can play with these Dragonite illusions, get the disruption illusions going, get the mantle.
Gabby, he's going deep. The curse is out. He's locked down. Quick reactions coming in. Now stunning them up. Both of them. Raven trying to move in. Gabby though dropping solo, and now the cold embrace keeping him alive. Carlo's gone, and so is Gabby. Raven going right by the fountain, taking down Yona, but can he survive himself? Arbit's going to move in and try and save the day. They're onto the Wyvern, but the stun's coming up from Bob is not allowing it. Another toss in onto the fountain. Arbit trying to get his way up, but it is looking as good as dead. And here is Arbit trying to TP away, but he is gone. Oh boy. Blacklist Rivalry, they are getting very, very confident, but it is not paying off.
It's these charges.
Comes to this game, and Arbit had to find out the hard way.
Yeah, it was really, really good patience and positioning out from EXECRATION there.
Carlo getting caught here by the Tiny. Shanks very, very good with these blinks in. Sprout is out. Carlo looking for a TP away, but the toss-up is actually going to reach. And, well, with that, Carlo is as good as down. 27 to 15 now, 13k advantage. Still the way of Blacklist Rivalry, but they're kind of just banging their heads against the wall here.
Yeah, they've got some information. They've got some good pings as to where it might be hanging. If they get a good jump here, I mean, this looks like a prime curse location right now for Tino.
It certainly does. Arbit, he's going to break the smoke, blink away onto Shanks. Raven, in the meantime, has been caught out. Gets the BKB away, though, onto Yona. They go. Yona going to force halfways. Now the curse is going to lock down the Alchemist. They're just trying to drag out the BKB duration. Now it's gone. Raven's a bit of a sitting duck. They're trying to save with the disruption. In comes Gabby with a massive charge. Meanwhile, Arbit in the backside trying to go onto the Tiny, but they've lost CML at least for now. Raven, he is still alive, still able to back off as Yona's the one being targeted. Yona losing half his HP. Gabby, he'll charge in once again. Who are they targeting now? It seems as though they will find nobody as Shanks is brought back, but they will retreat on the side of EXECRATION. Illusions once again. Does have it available if he so wishes. It seems though he will use that. So he's just going to pop the dragon form, maybe use the Manta and go again the slow, the safe one.
Slow and steady wins the race. Blacklist understands.
Raven, now this isn't too safe. He's jumped in onto Yona. Yona going to be okay for now. Raven actually the big target, about to lose the Aegis once again. He pops the BKB in the first life. He's still going after CML. They'll find one. Yona dropping low. Carlo in the meantime, he's going to go down, and now Raven has no BKB available, so Shanks can jump in. They've got the Alchemist locked down for now. Disruption will save. It'll buy a bit more time. Raven, he'll heal up. They'll move back on, and Shanks with the avalanche and the curse now coming out. It'll lock down two of them. Gabby in trouble to boot. They'll both lose half HP. It's Raven still holding on to that Aegis, that first life, ticking away, still alive somehow. Tino, he finally gets the damage away. It's Bob. Bob does go down, but he's got buyback available. Does pop it. Arbit still going. In comes Carlo with his buyback. In goes Gabby on the P4 towers, though Gabby needs to be saved by Tims. Does get the disruption, but can they deal with it? They're on a Shanks instead. Gabby in the meantime able to barely walk away. Nether strikes back in on a Bob, trying to go for the tieback. What a Giga Chat play from Gabby, and it does pay off. Bob is gone. That's a dieback on the Pangolier. Raven in the meantime fighting Tino, takes down the Wyvern. It's only 1 versus 5 left. Yona's the only person that can try to make the comeback, but he is gone. Blacklist Rivalry. They will taunt it with the disruption. GG's been called. Blacklist eventually get it done for game number 1. An EXECRATION, it was a decent chance of a comeback during game 1, but not quite.
It was an excellent start for Blacklist. Saw EXECRATION hold onto the high ground really nicely this time around, but
He's going to go down the old farming route. Of course, Riptide and Illusion's going to be skilled up here. If they actually believe they can find a kill onto Yona. Meanwhile, Arbit, mid lane, getting a chase down here by Shanks as well. A nice route to block the way. Arbit has to walk around the wrong way, but he is going to go down. Shang's able to secure first one here against the Kunkka. That's a great way to start if you are Execration.
Yeah, I mean, again,
Carlo's got. Like, that slow is quite annoying to have to play against him. It does do some decent damage.
it does.
Step lively now. Your
It does
admiral
make
is
it
on
really
board.
hard for Amelia here to try to play into that lane, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem for Tino. We see
As you say that Tino's gone. Tino does end up going down. Bottom lane, Shanks is still being chased up, but Raven barely ends up going on the Luna. So they do get the Luna in the end, but it does cost them 2 heroes.
cost them 2 heroes at the same time. You know, that Ghost Creep is with a keen eye. It's still going to be a minute until they get to try to snag something out. Tino?
They're being chased down a bottom lane. Looks like he's going to be in danger once again. Maybe he can get away, but no, the damage is there. Tino just unable to survive. And well, this Chen is doing so much work here along with Raven. They really just cannot contest this bottom lane.
Got the room to just kind of play.
A tool to teach.
Here.
On to Arbet. Sprout is out. Bob moving in with the flame gun. Just so much damage being dealt. Arbet trying to find a way out of this, but Bob will secure another kill. There's no rotations in coming to save this Kunkka. They will let him go down a second time. Shanks is really able to rotate us. Now Carlo's going to be spotted out by Bob, who has an arcane rune active. It seems though Carlo actually the one to be scared of right now because he's moving in. Bob still going to move in like a Giga Chan onto Carlo. Carlo, the Chen is gone. This Ember Spirit, no fear in the world, just continuing to move forward. And Bob, as the Centaur does survive, is coming back in. Looks like Carlo wants to commit to this bottom tier 1 tower push. It is a Chen draft after all, so they can certainly look to do this with a Luna. It adds the bonus damage. Shanks going to show up as well for the defense, and it seems like that may just be enough, but they are going to move in again. No fear. Tino trying to get in position. Doesn't need to deny off the tier 1 tower, but that's about all they get.
It's definitely favoring Blacklist's case. They charge forward.
They will charge forward. Going to try into the Luna, but the blast off is there. Tim's landing onto 2. They'll drop the egg, but Tino dropping the solo, and now the X being focused down is gone. They do at least find the tech. He's still chasing down Raven, but Raven's able to walk away. Tino's the one to drop. Shanks, he's still trying to run. Looks like he is just as good as dead. Zabed will pick him off. 3 down for the price of 1. Here comes Bob to see if he can find some kind of a cleanup. Maybe he can try for these creeps. He'll try onto Carlo, but the stuns are out. Bob, you've got to be a little bit careful here, Bob. Don't push too far forward, Carlo. Really just messing around here with the Ember Spirit. Still baiting him forward. There's more TPs incoming. Tim's looking for a blast off, but will not have the opportunity. Raven is starting to slowly snowball out of control here on this Luna. Smoke out from Execration. They are running right into Gabby and Tim. CML going to find out the hard way. There's a bunch of mines around that area. At least take down 1. Still trying to go after the techies, gets into another. Tim looks like he will be left alone. Gabby is not going to stick around, so they will find themselves another kill here for the Ember.
Radiant structures.
Just feeding it onto the right hero. I love that Bob is just going for that Mage Slayer that we tend to see. Some decent damage going off, but they've got the direction locked in.
They certainly do. This rivalry continues to move right towards the Morphling. Oh, Raven's going to spot him out, Yona. He'll get the strength morph off, but he's just so surrounded. Where the hell do you go? The TPs are incoming, but it's all too late. They've already lost the morph. CML trying desperately to get some damage out. In comes the Centaur to boot. Shanks even TPing in, but everyone has just left the building from Blacklist to give no opening. Like they are still falling to the minds of techies. Gabby, he'll get a song off. He's got a TP available, but won't pop, and instead Tim's will end up going down. But everyone else looks to be just fine.
It's harder for Jonas to kind of try to build up here.
Shanks making for Tim's and Armins. Let's see if it seems like Tim's has indeed seen the pop, and so Shanks is going to get caught easily. 9 down, both thrown out to boot. No chance in hell for Shanks to get away. There are rotations though. Bob wants to go for a fight with the Mage Slayer he now has up. A
really decent time. Bob in particular just starts to pop up a little bit. Here.
Going to be on the Centaur. Trying to survive. The last one is down. Stampede popped as well. Tim's the one dropping low. Tries for the TP play up. The Rod of Athos will lock him in. They weren't expecting this many numbers. Carlo will drop to boot. So 2 down for the side of Blacklist. You do still have Gabby around the area, and if Execration can kind of sniff him out, might be an even better team fight. Tino's going to have a look around. Gabby trying to go to the corner of the map is going to be able to get away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Top lane looking for a 4-man smoke.
Radiant's bottom
You know
tower
some of the
is under
BLACKLIST boys
attack.
are around here somewhere. Is Gabby going to be the one to get pinged out? Bob going to run right into a mine, though, going to give his position away. Does find Arbed with a sleight of fist. They will move in, but a nice boat to be thrown out onto CML. Going to catch the Phoenix. They'll tear him up to boot. Tino going to jump in to try and save the day as Gabby's being targeted. Gabby gets the song up in time, though, and now they are three grouped up. All heroes here from the side of Execration, but can they take it? The blast off is out. Tim's catches two of them. Yona in huge trouble as well. Will try to go after Raven. Meanwhile, the egg has been dropped. CML trying to turn this team fight around. A nice turret. Arbed does at least get rid of the egg, but now he's being caught. He'll try to run towards the south. Meanwhile, Bob just chipping away at everyone. Does find Tim's, but he's dropping quite low himself. He does have to be somewhat cautious. So they do move on to Carlo. Carlo on the Chen will be left behind, but Tim's brought back. BLACKLIST want to go for another fight. They're going to move on to Shanks again, though Shanks does TP away. Execration, they'll try to get Bob out there as well. They will have to leave Shanks behind. But it's really not too bad of a team fight here for the dire end of things.
It does work.
Oh, BLACKLIST rivalry. Which way do you come in from? It seems like they'll come from the north. Execration. Gonna have Shanks being caught out immediately. Roshan's still 1/3 HP, so it's still relatively healthy for BLACKLIST to try and take down Tino. He's gonna jump in. Raven, he does get caught, but the Eclipse does come out just in the nick of time, and Raven will have another chance at life as he does run away. Instead, Carlo's the one in trouble. Gabby looking to take him down, but the egg does explode. Eventually, Gabby does have to pop the song. Does find actually 4 of them with that song, but has to TP away. It does make it out, but Execration, they have dibs on Roshan.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting play coming out from BLACKLIST to flank all the way up north.
Roshan
They
has
had the
been
vision gained as
defeated.
well. They had some good boards planted in that movement. But actually comfy enough to try to show up here. We'll see if they find a way of fighting in. BLACKLIST aren't backing out of this area, though.
They're absolutely not. Bob is going to be all right to get himself out for now, though. There is an X out. No, he's not. Arbed does catch Bob on the Ember. Bob is gone. Tips out here on a Bob.
Decent wards to watch when the smoke breaks a little bit closer to them. Some options here for BLACKLIST.
Now kind of prep for this.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Towards north they go. They're still moving up further north, trying to get prepared for the fight. Looks like Carlo, though, going to get caught immediately on the chance. So Carlo still going to try and heal up, does not make it. He is down. A nice start for Execration. The rest of BLACKLIST just trying to retreat.
Hold his ground, get some hits off. Heck, even the control that you'd want to get out here from Tino is not going to be as
Oh,
straightforward.
Shanks.
Get the jump here.
Yeah, he's going to try onto the Chen. Carlo does get caught. In comes Raven, though, to try and help him out. They've got Yona there to boot. Shanks still taking so much damage on this Prophet. While Yona looking to move in. Goes after Tim's. Tim's being left behind once again. Tim's eventually, well, he does get a blast off on his way out, but he is down.
Not the biggest kill to find for Execration's end, but kill's a kill. Protect CML with the egg. It can be impactful.
This torrent's actually going to land on Bob. Blast off is there as well. Bob is gone. Just gets completely annihilated. Egg is dropped preemptively. CML trying to save Yona. He will fight as well, but Raven's just bumping through it. He's just healing up, and Yona's the one to go down by the looks of it. He does waveform away for now, but the chase is on. They want Yona on that Morphling, and it looks like they might just have him. Meanwhile, Tino trying to control Raven on the Luna. It is not looking good, though. Yona still on the run. Will waveform TP, but the ensnare will catch him. There is no TPing. He is down.
Lost the racks just from a little bit of a shove in. Age is still running for BLACKLIST. They've got everything. Inside of Execration, it's looking really rough for them to try to pull this. Like, they used to fortify early just to stop Raven from rushing through these racks, but it's still set to fall.
It certainly is. Raven looking to take down the bottom racks. BLACKLIST rivalry closer and closer now to securing this grand final as Tino does go down. So it's already a 4v5. BLACKLIST rivalry is basically one team fight away from taking this whole grand final. It's Raven looking towards Bob. Meanwhile, Gabby just diving the tier 4 towers right onto the Phoenix. CML is gone. CML is down. Yona in trouble, trying to find the best he can, but he's just falling so darn low. Has to back towards the fountain. Egg is gone now, Bob. Still in huge trouble. Needs to escape.
Last
Yona's
time,
been
Jim.
caught out. The buyback is not available for the Morphling. Bob trying to get back towards the fountain, but they are in such dire straits now. A 3v5. How do you take it? Gabby's just going right into the fountain with these illusions. Maybe they can take him down in front of that fountain, but it's still not looking great for him. Gabby's just mad fighting against Bob with the orchid up. He just doesn't care. Bob is gone. CML is gone to boot. There's only one left. Ravens over the fountain. It's over. It is over. Blacklist Rivalry, they will be your champions for the Asia Pacific Predator League 2024. And I'll tell you what, John, they made it look easy.
They really did. The drafting's been on point from Blacklist. The communication, the gameplay has been up there. Execration, it didn't even look like a contest. Game 1 was really rough. Game 2 looked a little bit sharper, but they still played extra passive. That's something Blacklist capitalized on.